Hello, everybody. We have Nejc or Nick today with us, and he will tell us how is it in Dubai.
Hi, nice to meet you, Robert. I'm glad to be here. Currently in Dubai, it's around 27 degrees. During the day, it's 35 degrees. I think in Europe, it's a couple degrees less. So it's spring starting. It's already spring, but here in Dubai, it's almost summer for European standards. Of course, summer in UAE is much, much hotter. It will be our first summer here. But we are expecting more than 40 degrees every day. So we will see how we will survive it.
You have a interesting experience when you came to Dubai first. With Slovenian mentality, we have to go out and see things. Can you share something?
Yes, of course. When we came here, it was the end of the summer. It was the end of September 2024. And of course, we were basically tourists first 2 weeks, and we want to see the things. Of course, outside was 38 to 40 degrees every day. And of course, we Slovenians, with our mentality, we want to walk around full in the sun. Of course, with no caps, nothing. We just walk around at the evening. You had like sunburns, you have a headache and so on, but you are hyped because of the adrenaline, because of your challenges, your environment. And after in a time span of 2 weeks, all of our team, three of us moved here. All of our team like get a burnout because we were walking each day more than 2 hours on the sun, and we were sleeping for like 12 4 to 14 hours per day because our bodies weren't used to that weather. But after some time you get used to it, that you don't need to be so stupid to like take a taxi instead of walking somewhere, and that type of thing. So we learn in a hard way. So if anyone will travel here during the summer or in the hot days, please use taxis or metro or rent a car. Don't walk outside on the sun.
Excellent. So, about your business, in 2 sentences, what was your idea and how does it help the world?
In 2 sentences, it will be hard. I will try to keep it short. Okay. But the idea is that nowadays, back in the days, for important people, they build statues or name the streets or name the squares after the famous persons. But nowadays, the digital signature, we can say, or digital footprint that each individual has, so like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and so on. So you need to have a good digital signature. So whenever you are searching for someone or Google or social media, every person needs to have a good like content, good and quality content. Mm-hmm. And that's where we see the potential because on the other hand, we know that successful people, the high-profile clients, focus on the business, not on their social media. Otherwise, they will be social media influencers, not businessmen or doctors or lawyers or dentists and so on. So we focus on this type of persons who don't need to generate money through the social media, but they want to show their image on outside to look professional as it's possible. Because if they are good in their business, they need support from the outside to manage their digital footprint.
Excellent. So you mainly working with individuals or companies, or how does it work?
Actually, we have two business models. What we are doing. So one is scaling companies or bringing companies into UAE and scaling them or establish here with no upfront costs for us. Of course, there is some costs like renting an office, a warehouse, employing some people, paying for all the costs that we have as an agency. But we do not take our cut from, like, we don't say pay us this amount of money each month, but we work on percentage based, on fee based, on performance based. So that in that case, we lower their costs. For example, at the beginning, they can work our trade license. So with that, we already saved them like 8,000 to 10,000 euros at the beginning. So they can invest this money into advertisement, into plugins for the website, for the employing people, and so on. So we lower the establishment costs. Mm-hmm. And offer them our local support. Plus, we give them access to our network here. So, and on the other hand, we are also here. So if they need something to do in person, we represent them here. This is one business model. And on the other hand is building the personal brands worldwide, because we can also, of course, the high profile clients, they have resources, so they have the knowledge usually how to film themselves. We just guide them. So they spend maybe 1 or 2 hours per month just filming them. Everything else is handled by us.
Okay. So basically, if the first business model that you were talking, that is to actually create business there in Dubai, and how much time does it take? For instance, if I had an idea, okay, I want to make a business in Dubai, how much time would it take me with your help, and what is that minimum budget that I need to start?
Of course, everybody thinks that Dubai is the land when the money is growing on the palms or the trees, but this is not. This is far from the truth. Of course, this market is very competitive. Of course, if you have the right strategy, if you have the knowledge and understanding of this market, everything is possible. But usually, also from our experience, when we come here, we need to adapt our business model completely, because with our European mindset, it's totally different than here in the mind of Arabs. So if we want to bring a product here, we usually, of course, we have limited capacities. We only take the serious clients, and we don't call them clients, but we call them partners, because we want to build them long-term relationships. This is the most important, what differentiates us and others. We don't like take any product, but usually we have 2 requirements. So the product is good. So it's not like some cheap Chinese products just to resell here. Mm-hmm. Product needs to be good, needs to be innovative. And the second thing, product needs to be scalable, because we are aware that we can scale good product because we believe in it. So these are the 2 requirements to get our partners into the business here. Then, of course, usually the all combined costs per month, of course, first you need to of course, depends on the product. If you have like software product, you don't require warehouse, you don't require so much employees and so on. But if you have digital product, physical product, of course, this is another story. You need to hire like the fulfillment center, or if there is like a bigger products like cars or outdoor kitchens or bigger things, it's even more costs, of course. Mm-hmm. But let's keep an example that you have like a small product that you want to resell, for example, like computer mouses, like some, let's say, innovative computer mouses. So if you have a good results in Europe and America, these things, you give us analytics, we see what strategies you use there, what's the numbers of sales, which channels sells the most. Then we prepare the 3-month strategy that we prepared to you, what our scope of work will be. So first month usually is the website creation, social media establishment, and market research. Mm-hmm. And the second month usually launch. Of course, also the products needs to be like come here, all the documentation and so on needs to be filled. After mm-hmm. that, the second month usually launch the product. So we partners with Noon, which is basically some Middle East version of Amazon. Mm-hmm. So Noon, Amazon, and other digital platforms that are here. We integrate, of course, them in website and so on. So this is all basically the only cost for the first month to be covered. So this will be around 3,000 euros at the beginning cost for the first month. Then it's basically just the advertisement costs, and if there is some like necessary cost to be besides that. Usually it's required to have at least 1 employee here, because to answer the messages for the customer support, to have a communication between the fulfillment center and the supplier or the manufacturer who will bring the products here and so on, and to manage the packaging if it's necessary. It depends, of course, on the product, and each product has their custom way how to be, like from the manufacturer to the end buyer, of course. Mm-hmm. This is basically, but of course, because we are fee-based, we require that you have a larger ad spend, because in that way we can faster grow your brand and faster show the results. Mm-hmm. These are basically 2 requirements. So usually we advise our partners to put between 3,000 to 5,000 euros per month into the ad budget for the products.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And the second one is actually you can do it, if I understand correctly, for anybody anywhere in the world.
Correct. We can do, if you live in New Zealand, in Greenland, anywhere, we can do it for you. But if you are Dubai based, we also offer the filming support, or our team can come and film also you, so you don't need to we take care of everything basically.
Yeah. Excellent.
And this thing is pretty popular in Dubai because people can afford, for example, 5,000 to 6,000 to 7,000 dirhams per month, so which is around 1,200 and between like 1,800 euros per month. And basically you save them so much time, and you give them the knowledge. This is the most usual thing. They see you show them the results they have. They start enjoying in front of the camera. We have many cases. At the beginning, there was like, oh, can we just like record voiceovers because I don't want to be showing the camera. And after like after a couple of weeks, they were like presenting. They say, yeah, let's go. When we will film the next time. I'm so excited to show, because they start enjoying the attention that they get.
Excellent. Okay. So if you would start again, you are here. You are there around 6 months, if I know correctly. Yes. So if you would start again, would you do something different? Or rather, I don't mean that walking on the sun, and I mean business.
Yeah. If I would have all the knowledge I have today, I would consider twice if I would go here.
Oh, really?
This is the first thing. Of course, I would go because I like the challenges. I'm the person who is not afraid of going out of the comfort zone. I enjoy all the obstacles you need to like jump over to go somewhere new, because I know if I will do the jump and others need to do the same jump, more jumps you do, less people we have like in comparison with you. So I have this mentality. But we were like a little bit uneducated. We didn't do our homework when we came here, because we didn't understand the things good enough. We just like jump into the water and then start swimming slowly. But if I need to do I think I would do the same things. I wouldn't change anything actually, because I think that our way was the most optimal, and each school or each lesson we learned, some of them were in the hard way, but it's a valuable lesson that you can only get if you get in a hard way.
Yeah,
these are the best lessons.
Yeah. Okay. Was there any business advice that you were given and is really valuable, or some that is completely wrong?
Okay, I really like this mentality of the Sheikh Mohammed here in Dubai. I really like his sentence when he said, in Africa, every morning when the lion wake up, the lion knows that needs to catch the slowest gazelle, otherwise he will die because he will not eat. On the other hand, every day also gazelle wakes up and needs to outrun the fastest lion. So it's the same in Dubai. He said, so in Dubai it's the same. When you wake up, you better start working or running, otherwise you will not survive here. So this is the real sentence that you see is so true when you come here and you start working on something big. This is the best advice I heard, or I like stand behind him. The worst business advice, it was a lot of them. I don't know. It's hard to say any bad business advice. Maybe stay in comfort zone or something like that. Go safe way. Maybe this one. Play safe. Don't risk. This is the bad advice for sure, because no risk, no reward.
So you said when the sun comes up. I know in Europe we have 5 working days and 8 hours of work, and there's a bit different.
Yeah, actually, when first time, when of course we didn't know this before we came here. This was another like surprise for us. When I talked with the people, some business owners said, "Yeah, my people work for 6 days and 9 hours." And I was like, "Oh, so they work like a lot overtime?" I said, "No, this is like not much for here. Usually, people work plus overtime or even 7 days a week to survive or to do as the job. In some overstay overtime on the jobs are not paid. You just need to be there until the work is done. That's the policy here. So it's common to stay like overtime, to work long shifts, and I really respect all of those people who is working, especially the constructions, the taxi drivers, and all the workers who are doing this type of jobs. I'm really like thankful for them, because of them Dubai is growing so fast, and you need to show them respect on every step here, not to treat them like they're less worth than you, but they're same as you, even if they don't they really appreciate it. Because for example, us Europeans, we are used to like to treat all the people the same way. In comparison with the locals here or some others here, they treat them like they're not worth enough, so they're like something lower than them, and you're like surprised, why are you treating these people like that? They're like doing important jobs. And they, because of that, they really appreciate when you say like thank you, give them a tip, like small gestures, but it means a lot for them, because these people, most of them came here because of money. It's also interesting that if we look the population chart among the nations in UAE, it's like 35% are Indians. Then we have 15% Pakistani, 15% Bangladesh, some couple percent of Filipinos, and so on. So this actually, if we look from that perspective, Dubai is basically second India, we can say. And this, most of the people here are because of money, not because they enjoy here. Of course, they see this as a land of opportunities, but on the other hand, they see Europe as the next level land of opportunities, because they cannot go to Europe. And we as Europeans, we are not even aware how privileged we are that we can travel everywhere we want, that we can go in Europe without visa. This is one thing that many Europeans are not aware.
Yeah. So if I would like to come to Dubai, do I need something, some documents? I need a passport, of course, but something else?
As a European, you can stay here up to 90 days per year. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can stay 90 days on tourist visa. In that time, if you want to stay longer, of course, you can buy a real estate or property here. And I think I know that over €500,000, you get 10 years golden visa. If you have this capital, if not, you can start working here to get a sponsor. So this is a company that's like paying you. This is called a sponsor here. Or you can open a company and sponsor yourself, like we do, for example. So we sponsor yourself, and you get the 2 years visa, and you're just extending. Once you pay for the license, you pay also for the visa, and you can stay here as long as you want. Plus, you can operate your business in whole GCC countries.
Excellent.
Of course, you need to pay some money for the visa and for the company to open it. But otherwise, some thousands of you. Well, I think it's for one person, company plus visa is like 2,000-3,000 euros per year.
Great. So, how about the language?
So yeah, of course, English was my weak spot my whole life. You know, when you are in Europe, you're constantly like in touch with Slovenian language. In my childhood, I was speaking all the time Slovenian, maybe not like children nowadays who are like speaking English almost better than Slovenian. But it was my weak spot all my life. Even if when I was working back in the days for like Switzerland company, it was also with the offices in Ljubljana, in Slovenia. It was really hard for me to like cooperate with them because I had a poor understanding of the language. Of course, with the time, you develop, you start understanding everything and so on. But yeah, I was a little afraid when I came here. And then you see that your English is much better than most of English-speaking people here. A lot of people don't even speak English. I met so many Chinese; they don't know what English almost means. They have their translator there in the room to translate to them. We were at one meeting with one potential clients. There were like 5. I think they were billionaires. Some crypto events, big company here. We came to the CEO's office. There were like 5 Chinese guys sitting there. And at the end, we made our presentation and everything. And at the end of the meeting, we found that only one understands English. And it was, of course, then he was translating it, and it was a big mess. But yeah, I met a lot of like Russian, Portuguese, Brazilians who don't know English at all, like zero, not even a little bit. But of course, besides all of this, like around the world, you have also a lot of Indians, Bangladesh, Pakistani who don't understand almost no English. The taxi drivers, English big problem, no English. So you need to communicate with them. Very simple. So you just need to point them out the most important words. So if you want to meet someone like tomorrow, I know the location. You said you, me, tomorrow, there. This is the communication with them that you need to have. It sounds funny to us, but this is the best way that they receive the information and process it because of full understanding. So actually, with time here, your English might get even worse.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, and there's also one interesting thing about the names. You are not Nejc Soklič there.
No, that's true. Yeah, of course. In Europe, we are used to like call people by the real names. But when you come here in the Middle East, you have, first of all, half of the people are Mohammed. This is the first thing. So if you met someone new, you said, "Oh, you're Mohammed. I remember you." It's 50% that you're correct. This is one thing. The second thing is our names, the European names, are very hard to pronounce here. Mm-hmm. So when I told the people that I'm Nejc, they're like Nejc. They cannot pronounce it at all. And because I want that people like remember me, who I am, I switched my name to Nick here. And also for the surname, I switch it to Falcon. So I'm representing myself as a Nick Falcon. Of course, on the documents, it's written Nejc Soklič, but in the regular life, I use here like a Nick Falcon, the name. And a lot of people do this here. Also, one Russian guy suggested me to do this. And if you think twice, this is pretty smart move. So to make your name more international, more easily rememberable, and everybody can pronounce it. This is the most important thing.
Yes, they can remember you, and you also don't lose time for explaining every time and having troubles with that.
Yeah, otherwise, it was, and all the time when I said, when they said, "Who are you?" I said, "Oh, it will be probably hard to pronounce or even remember my name, but yeah, I'm Nejc." So like, what? Nejc? How is this written? If you give them their contact, so they don't know how to spell it. Even if you say word by word like Nejc, they're like, can you help? So I just leave these things and just go international. Nobody cares about your name. They care about the results and what you can bring to them. One also very interesting thing here was when we came, there are no friends here. What that means is in Europe, you will hang out with the people even if you don't show you value. You will just hang out because you like them. They're your friends, you hang out with them. Here, this is a little bit different. I have this luck that I came with Slovenian friends here. So we live together, we move together, we talk in Slovenian. So it's not a big deal for me. But what I wanted to say, I forgot. To the team, I'm so fell inside.
That you're not that you don't have friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. So, but here it's all about the value. If you don't show the value to someone, they will just like ignore you. There is no I like you or dislike you. He give me value. Yes, okay, let's meet. He don't give me value. I don't care about him. Either you, but I mean, this value is of course different forms can be. So either way, it can be financial, it can be like consulting, or another thing is people like to hang out with you even if you show them an energy as a young, like almost teenager. And you can like all business guys who are like 50, 60 plus, they like to hang out with you just because of the energy, because they feel young next to you. You give them energy, and that's also one value that we weren't aware that we have. But if you're like a little bit extrovert, show them an energy, they feel young next to you, and they're inviting you like on the trips. We are like almost every week in Burj Khalifa with our business partner, a good friend of us that lives there. And today we were at the pool in Burj Khalifa, which is very exclusive spot. Like you cannot go there unless you live there. So he's inviting us to the VIP lobbies, showing around, because we don't give him a value. Okay, besides we take a couple of pictures every time we are together because he likes attention. But on the other hand, he likes the energy. He likes hanging with the young guys to feel young next to us.
Great. So would you suggest somebody from Europe or Slovenia who's thinking of starting a company to start it in Dubai?
First, you need to have a good reason why you want to start. If you are at the beginning, it's totally different. You need financial capital behind or investor, and you need the mindset. Mindset is the most important thing here. I know a lot of people here that moved here, and they spend all their capital in like 2-3 months of the lifestyle. You come here, you start enjoying this lifestyle. Oh, parties there, nice cars, super cars, I don't know, trips to desert, brunches, lunches, dinners. These things cost money. Of course, maybe I sound like because I'm from Gorenska, so I'm like economical. You need to keep your costs as low as possible unless you have like a really good monthly income. But even if you have, you shall not spend money like crazy. You need to, like here, every business takes time. You need to learn mentality, you need to learn mindset, you need to learn so many things about the culture and so on, that you will not be profitable for first couple of months for sure. Unless you don't have like investors, good friends who will run business instead of you. But if you want to do by yourself, you will not be profitable for a long time here. That's why you want to keep your costs low as possible. And the mindset is the most important. When you come here, so many like distractions, party there, cars there, a nice luxury lifestyle, but the time you spend outside is the time that you don't work. And if you don't work, you are not surviving. So we are back at the gazelle and the lion.
Excellent. Good. So we are around the end, but was there something that really surprised you on this entrepreneurial journey so far?
I think that moving to Dubai was the best thing that you can possibly do, because it's really out of comfort zone. You need to learn so many new things. You need to do a lot of things that you never meant to do in your life. You need to face so many problems, so many situations that makes you feel uncomfortable, but you need to go through them. And in that case, you grow as a person. You really grow as a person, and you start, because in Europe nowadays is how it's called, the racial, a lot of racism in Europe, for example. We have like different nationalities that don't like each other. We have a lot of this like present in Europe. But here are like 200 nationalities. They live together in peace. This is one thing that's like is interesting, and how polite are they to each other. Because, for example, if you bump or just like by accident to hit someone, he was like, "Whoa, what you're doing? Whoa, what's wrong with you?" Here is like, "Oh, are you okay? I'm sorry." Even if it's your or their fault, doesn't matter. They're like, "Oh, I feel sorry. Is it okay? Let's go. I will buy you a drink or anything." They're like very kind. They're very friendly to each other. There is no like hate. There is no no, I don't know, they like each other. That's the or because of the rules. I don't know. But people here are more on chill, especially the people who are here like to build, that already built their careers. They have the capital. They're just like being here because it's nice. In that case, they're just like chill dudes, basically.
So you're planning to stay for now?
Yeah, for now I'm staying. I don't know when I will come back to Europe. Probably right now I'm finishing my second degree, so maybe after when I finish it, I will come to pick it up in Slovenia when I graduate. But no, we are planning to stay here for some time now. I don't know why, but because I really like this mentality, I really like this environment. I think it's much better than like small Slovenian bubble and the Slovenian mindset. Also, I met so many great people here that are my mentors, that are our partners, and we learn every day so much here and grow financially and personally. And I think that I will pursue my career here for now.
Excellent. So we are at around half an hour. Any final thoughts?
If you plan to visit Dubai or you will be in Dubai, write me. I'm always open to meet new people. This is one skill you learn in Dubai, that no contact is bad contact. And it's good to meet new people. Knowing more and more people is very good value to your network, and to just know the people, or they share their knowledge and so on. So be open to everyone.
Excellent. Well, thank you for a lovely talk, for a lot of new informations, and for new challenges. Perhaps Dubai is my next step.
Thank you, Robert. See you in Dubai.
Bye.